And I'm live. That is cool after a long time. Today is 1st of December 2025, Monday, and there is literally no time to spare because advent of code is right. Shit, I think the question is live. The question is like, yeah, live. Yeah. Let's go solve it. And yep, that is cool, this thing. And yes, we have a spinner here. Whatever the this thing lands on, that will be the language we will be using for advent of code today. And let's also see if the thing is, yes, it is live, it is live. The question is right here. The first question, I don't know code. Let's see. Okay, the spinner. Yep, and this is spinner was made by anti-gravity. This is not me. This is not my front end skills. And also, I am audible, so that is cool. Yep, spin. Let's see the language. Shit. Okay, JavaScript. That is okay. Yeah, doable, doable. I haven't written in JavaScript in some time, so but still, this is fine. JavaScript, we can do JavaScript. Well, let's see. The elves have Yep. The elves have good news and bad news. The good news is that they have discovered project management. This has given them the tools they need to prevent their usual Christmas emergency. For example, they know that the North Pole decorations need to be finished soon so that other critical tasks can start on time. The bad news is that they have realized they have a different emergency. According to their resource planning, none of them have any time left to decorate the North Pole. To save Christmas, the elves need you to find decorations, the North Pole, to finish decorating the North Pole by December 12th. The collecting stars by solving puzzles. Two puzzles will be made available on each day. The second puzzle is unlocked when you complete the first. Each puzzle grants one star. And also, let me put this in the chat. Yo, hello. I'll do at evening maybe. Yes, right now I had to do advent of code. It just went live. Collect your stars by solving puzzles. Two puzzles will be made available on each day. Yes. And you only get the second one if you do solve the first one. You arrive at the secret entrance to the North Pole base ready to start decorating. Unfortunately, the password seems to have been changed, so you cannot get in. A document taped to the wall helpfully explains. Due to new security protocols, the password is logged in the safe below. Please see the attached document for a new combination. The safe has a digit with only an arrow on it. Okay, around the dial are the numbers 0 through 99 in order. As you turn the dial, it makes small click click noise as it reaches each number. The attached document, your puzzle input, contains a sequence of rotations, one per line, which tells you to how to open the safe. A rotation starts with an L or R, which indicates whether the rotation would be left uh, towards lower numbers or right towards higher numbers. Then the rotation has a distance value, which indicates how many clicks the dial should rotate in that direction, 0 through 99. So if the dial were pointing at 11 and a rotation of R8, then we will go to 19. Yep, 19. And then if L19, then we will go to 0. Yes, okay, because the dial is a cycle, turning the dial left from 0 makes us go yeah, to 99. Makes it point at 99. Yep, similarly, turning the dial right from 99 makes us point at 0. So if the dial were pointing at 5, a rotation of L10 would lead us to 5, uh, 95. Yep, 95. After that, a rotation of R5 could cause us to go to 0. The dial starts by pointing at 50. You could follow the instructions, your recent required but your recent required official North Pole secret entrance security training seminar taught you that the safe is actually a decoy. The actual password is the number of times the dial is left pointing at 0 after any rotation in the sequence. Okay. For example, suppose the attached document contains the following rotations. We start from 0 and we go left 68, then left 30 and whatever. And then the dial starts by pointing at 50. Okay. Then we go left 68, we are at 82. And at 52, whatever the thing is, then we were at 0 three times. Because the dial points at 0 a total of 3 times during this process. The password in this example is 3. Analyze the rotations in your attached document. What is the actual password? To begin this your puzzle input, yes, we can do that. We can do that. We just have to count how many times the thing points at 0. Get your puzzle input, and we will be using JavaScript for this. Crazy, not this language is AOC. We are at advent of code and git switch create 2025 and RM, RF, everything, not everything. Get status, everything is like this, and then we can make new folders. Um, make there. I think this is the thing we use in Bash 0210 or 12. Shit, no, that is not the thing we use. Shit, in Bash we can use something like this and we can generate sequences with that. In Bash. Okay, dot dot. We use dot dot. Makes sense. Yeah, there we go. RMRF, that reviewer. Okay, initialized for year 2025. Push origin 2025. Cool, and day 101. Let's go. And test.txt space part1.js. Yes, we are going to use JavaScript. And how do we read a file in JavaScript? I don't remember. We'll have to look it up. Which terminal? Yo, the, oh, the terminal is ghosty. ZSH is the shell that I'm using. Yes, there is a little difference between the two. And okay, shit, how to read file in JavaScript. Fs dot read file require fs dot read file, this thing in this format. Error data callback function. Yes, I remember. If error, then error, otherwise console dot log data, do something with the data. And cool. Okay, but I think there is one method in which, yeah, we can either pass a callback function if we want, but we can, I think, also like not pass in a callback function, but yeah, use a promise or something. Wait, how do we import? Don't remember anything. Const fs equals requireable. That is JS module syntax. Sure. how to import FS in Node.js. Okay, require import FS from FS. Yes, that does work. And fs dot read file dot slash test dot txt in format UTF-8. I think there was, yeah, why are there two of these things? Anyways, we'll go with the second one. And then a callback function, error and data. Data is the second thing, I guess. And data, let is the keyword we use. Yeah. Let data equals nothing, empty, literally empty. And if error check, it is after a very long time that I'm writing JavaScript. Else data equals d, and let's see if we are getting the data or not. And let me start tmux. Yep. Shit. What is 59 into 83? 64,600, 184,780, 4,780 minus 84,700, 4,697. Maybe. No, 4,897. Makes sense. Yes, 4,897. And a new thing. And again, what is the answer to this? Okay. 99, 6,000. Yes, I want to get this one right. 6,300, 6,300 plus 73, 6,370 plus 91, 6,370 plus 91, 6,461, 6,461. That is correct. Okay, that is nice. And yep, in this one we will have Vim, and in this one we will run the code. How do we run one part one.js? Okay, empty. We are not reading the file somehow. Test.txt console.log error. We are not reading the file. Yes, data is the second one. We are not reading the file. Why are we not reading the file? Hello. Shit. Cannot set up the mic on stream. You will have to figure it out somehow. Okay, we are getting the data here, but why is data not becoming equal to data? Makes sense. Shit. Okay, yes, this is correct. Because here, when this line is running, console.log, this part of the code has not run yet because this is offloaded to something else to bun runtime, and therefore when this line runs, data does not have the updated value from this line. So we can fix this if we write the whole code here, or if we can await this thing. I think yes, we can await this thing. And how do we use promisified version of read file? Let's use the promisified version of read file. fs slash promises read file think there was also a synchronous way to read a file. No. Okay, this one options. What is this? Is there a promise? Yes. Fs promises dot fs promises and not read file. Data is here. There is a synchronous way to read file. How to synchronously read file sync. Why is this not here? Okay, sure. It was just the LSP doesn't know about this thing. I guess. Yeah, the LSP does not know. Read file sync. Read file sync is not a function. I guess because of this, maybe. Okay, yes, it was because of this. And wait, I think this won't even take this other function as something that should run later on. Is this valid? Console.log error and console.log. Let's see, and error. Okay, data is not defined. That is like correct. Okay, we are reading the thing, so that is cool. We have the data, and what do we do? Uh, yeah, data dot split at new line. What will this thing return? This will return overload limit separator. Okay, and splits the string into substrings using specified separator and returns them as an array. So they will be returned as an array. Do we need to do something on the array? Yes, we do need to do something on the array. We will be getting array of these things. What we want is we want to split this part. The first thing is just L or R, and the second part is a number. So I think we can use the map. Yes, map E and then the function that will run on each of these E, and this will return the new thing. Return a list E dot 0 is the first thing, and parse int E0. I think that is correct. Identifier X. How do we see? How do we pass in a substring? In JavaScript. Substring, literally, is there nothing better? That is JavaScript. Nothing is better here. P dot substring starting from 0 1. If I just give 1, will it be the start or the end? It will be the start from 1 and give everything. Yeah, cool. Yes, that is working. Cool. That is cool. Yeah, that is cool. And now we will just have a function that will take. How do we define a function? It's const rotate This will be a function that will take in uh, a character, can we say char in this? Okay, that will take in direction and steps and current position. And this will return the new position for the where the thing lands on. Let's see. And okay, steps, current and direction. If direction is left, then do something else. And if it is left, and if current is smaller, if current is smaller than steps, then if current is smaller than steps, then return. We are at 1. Yes. 99 minus steps minus current minus 1. That would work. Else just return current minus steps. And if you are going right, and if steps plus current, if this thing is smaller than or equal to 99, then return steps plus current. Else if that thing is not true, then let's say we are at 99 and our steps are 2. We have to move shit, but the step can be like very, very big. Shit. Steps can also be bigger than 99, I guess. Wow. Yes, steps can be very, very big. Steps can be very, very big. So this thing doesn't check out, right? For this, we can just return parent position plus steps, remainder with 99. Remainder with 99. Remainder with 100. Yes. Yeah, that works for right. But for left, if we have like moved 200 points to the left, that would be crazy. Current minus steps. I think we can just return current minus steps to move in the left direction. Remainder with 100. If we are at 0 position, yeah, this will work. This will work. If we are at 0 position and we do -1, 0 minus 1, that would be -1. And if we take remainder of -1 with 100, we will get 99. Yeah, we will get 99. So that is also correct. Cool. And now for how do we iterate inside for this in, okay, we can use the in syntax here for this thing in data. For let, okay, for int I equals 0, I smaller than data dot size or data dot length I plus plus, not int, let, yes, and where do we start from? Yes, current equals 50. We will take the step and current will become not rotata, it should be rotate. Rotate 11, yep, rotate. The first thing is the direction, that would be data I comma 0, that is the direction. Then the steps, data I comma 1 and the current position. If current equals 0, ans answer equals 0. If current equals 0, answer plus plus. Do we have plus plus? Yes, we do have plus plus in JavaScript. Okay, and then console.log. How do we format the string in JavaScript? I don't know. Answer is, how do we format the string? Can I just say this? Should I can say this? Let's see. Hmm, makes sense. We have to say let. And why is the LSP not complaining? Answer is 1105. Answer is answer is 1105. How is the answer 110? Answer is 1105. Can the answer even be? Yes, answer can be 1105 because there are like 4000 moves. Answer can be 1105. Hmm. Let's use our custom data for testing purposes, solely for testing purposes. Shit. Hello. Yo, I don't have code. Can you take GPT help here? I mean, nah, there is no competition. This is just fun. Okay, let's test our code on this one. Shit. How do we write multi-line strings in JS? Can we even write multi-line strings in JS? Yes, we can. We have to use back tick, or we can use plus, or we can use plus. No, we'll use back tick. Okay. Shit, backtick somehow just does not work. I somehow end up getting this rupee symbol. Yeah, shit, backtick does not work for me. So we will have to use new lines. Shit, I think we can use a Vim micro here. Yeah, okay, yes. We will record a Vim micro, which will do this. Uh, Go in insert mode at the start of the line and press backspace, put in new line, go back into the normal mode, go to the next line and end. That will be our micro. Let's do this. Record in register Q, register A. The micro is now recording. Insert mode, back, new line, normal mode, go to the next line and end micro. We need to run this, let's say 5 times. Let's go. And 2 times. Let's go. And one more time. It, let's go. That is Vim power. We can do this in one go if we calculate the thing right correctly. We did 6, 2, and 3. Let's do 9 times. Let's go. That is Vim Mac. Vim is better than VS Code. That is why it is better than VS Code. This for fun and for programming sharp their grasp on the basics. Yep, this is cool. Learning and yeah, AI is cool for learning and stuff. But if someone is trying out new languages, yes, that is also cool. And 13 reasons shit I missed. Okay, let's see if this is working. 3. 3 is the correct answer for the test case. So our answer for the actual test case might actually be correct. 1105. 1105. Let's go. Okay. Yo, let's go. That is the right answer. And there are also leaderboards. I guess we were not the fastest. Personal times don't have a doesn't have a globally shit. I thought there was a global leaderboard. I can create my own leaderboard. There are personal times. Okay, this took 31 minutes. Okay, that is not very good. Okay, now on to the second part. Let's go. That is the second part. You are sure that is the right password, but the door won't open. You knock, but nobody answers. Build a snowman while you think. You build a snowman while you think. That is, yes, yes, this is exactly what you would do when you are unable to solve a problem. Build a snowman. As you are rolling the snowballs for your snowman, you find another security document that must have fallen into the snow. Due to newer security protocols, please use password method. This that is some hex until further notice. You remember from the training seminar that method this means you are actually supposed to count the number of times any click causes the dial to point at 0 regardless of whether it happens during a rotation or at the end of a rotation. Okay, okay. So following the same rotations in the previous example. Okay, okay. Okay, yes. So instead of counting the number of times that our dial ends up at 0, we will count the number of times that the dial even crosses the 0 during a rotation. Okay, we can modify. We can modify, yes. So this thing should now, how do we return two numbers from a function? Okay, we will copy this whole logic and we will put it here. Instead of return, we will say the new current equals this thing. New current equals this thing. And yep, this and for counting how many times we are passing it. If we are going to the left, well, one for each complete rotation and one extra for some extra remainder that we have. So we will have answer plus equals integer value of, we don't have step. That is right. We do not have steps. Let direction and steps equals data I. Is this correct syntax? It seems to be. Well, let's see if this is working. Yeah, it is working. So that is the correct syntax. Okay, we will have answer plus equals into integer steps divided by 99. No, 100, because we also have 0. That is the number of complete rotations. And if there is some extra rotation into the left direction, that would only be if, after this, if current is smaller, if current is smaller than steps, then answer plus plus. And this can be global. Yeah. And in this case, if steps plus current is greater than 99. Hmm. But if this is 100, then we will mess up. So greater than 100. Yeah, greater than 100. Answer plus. And also here, we do not want to count the point that the times when our pointer lands at 0. We do not want to count that twice, like in this step and then also in this step. So here we will not count when our pointer lands at 100, so that is cool. And here, if our current is, let's say, 0 and our step is 1, yeah, that is cool. We, in this case, are not counting the times when our pointer is landing at 0. That is cool. And shit, nan. I guess we messed up in this thing. Uh, Steps divided by 100. Okay. Okay. So this thing is messing up. Parse int, we are literally saying parse int. So console.log, this is just JavaScript things. No one knows what is going on. Okay, yes, a lot of things are decimal. So I guess parse int, shit, we're not parsing into int. How do we convert this thing into an integer? Float to int in JavaScript. Math trunk. Okay. Yeah, we'll use the truncate function or something. Awesome. Tracking software. Math dot trunk. Mm, okay. Answer is nan. Uh, Takes in a number. Shit, there is no float and integer in JavaScript. There is just number in JavaScript. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Shit, is plus equal to not a thing in JavaScript? Okay, it is a thing. That is not the problem. steps divided by 100 and okay, 0, 0, 0. Adding 0 should not be a problem, but I guess at some point we are adding something that shouldn't be added. Yes, I think we are doing that at some point. Shit, yes. At the last thing is nan, which is wrong. Split, before split, trim. I think now we are good. Yes, now we are good. Yeah. We were having so yes, the problem was we had a new line and the last entry in this data array was not matching our format like this, where the first thing is the direction, the first character is the direction, and then the um, end of the rest of the string is how many steps we should move in that direction. So therefore, this steps variable was not an integer, it was something like crazy different. So this was not working, but now it is working, and the answer turns out to be 7925. Okay, let's test this on the test data, and we will again use our macro, which we just created. Copy this and share. Macro and 9 times. Let's go. Vim 9. Answer here is 9, and answer here shared it is 6 here. Okay. So we are messing up somewhere. We are messing up somewhere. Yo, you using Ghosty plus ZSH plus Tmux? Yep. And 13 is a prime number. That is cool. And shit, 42 minutes. 42 is the answer of the whole universe, the meaning of the universe. Yes. And that is a reference to something. Okay. Answer is 9, but that is not correct. That is not correct. So we are messing up somewhere. Answer plus, yeah, this thing is right for each complete rotation. Add 1 to the answer. Yes, even if we skip this part, yeah, we will get the same answer. Hmm. If current smaller than steps and we are going left, we will have a value that is negative. Yep, we will have a negative value. So we will, this thing is like completely nice, no problem with this. But I guess the problem might be with this. If steps plus the current value goes past 100, then add 1 to the answer. Yep, that is also correct. Now we get 3, and if we do this, okay, 6. This thing is increasing the answer 6 times. If it steps greater, if current is smaller than steps. If wait, this thing is running 6 times. Why is this thing running 6 times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is running almost all the time. Somehow we start from the location 50, right? We go left to point at. Okay, okay. In the first one, we do go left. So during this, it pointed at 0 once. Yes, that is correct. And then we moved left 30, we were at 52. Then we moved right to this. Okay, shit, yes. Yes, this thing. But if current is not equal to 0. Yes, yes. If current greater than 0 and this thing only, then add, and here if current plus. If current is not equal to 0, only then do this. Current uh, greater than 100. Wait, no. Answer plus equals math dot trunk steps divided by 100, and then steps equal to or remainder with 100. Yep. Only then look up this thing, and here also if current is not equal to 0 and current plus steps greater than 100, answer plus plus. That should be have been 6, but it is not. 100. Take remainder with not 100 with 99. Hmm, no, with 100. 7. Hmm. 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 Current plus steps is greater than 100. We are saying 7, which is not the correct answer. Hello. Yep. JavaScript. 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 And this is the question. I don't know of code. We have done the first part. When will you start CF? Okay. Um, I have changed. I'm not, yes, I'm a changed man. I'm not focusing on CF too much because I'm focusing more on physics. Yeah, I- yeah, I like physics and I'm studying physics now because if I want to spend my energy on something, and because I think the DSA part of mine is good enough. Yeah, RIP. Shit. My DSA is like kind of okay. It will work, and from now, if I want to like improve it, it is going to take more energy, but I would rather spend that energy on physics. And I learned why energy is conserved. So, energy is conserved in physics uh, because of time symmetry in Lagrangian. Yes, this person, Emmy Noether, she had a theorem, like, yeah, and the fact that we do not know her name, and she is one of the most important persons to ever live in physics, is crazy. Literally, she proved why energy is conserved, why momentum is conserved, angular and linear momentum, and yeah, and she also proved that energy is actually not conserved. It is only conserved in small time scales, but in larger time scales, energy is not conserved. Yes, energy of the universe is decreasing. So that is crazy. Candidate race. At this point, I feel even reaching expert will be quite a deal. Shit. I mean, yes, reach expert, that would be cool. Everything is math. Yes, math. I'm also studying math, differential calculus and stuff. Partial derivation is cool. Yeah, partial derivation is cool. Okay. Hmm, 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 hmm. Math plus trunk steps. Add one to the answer for each 360-degree rotation. Take the remainder of the steps with 100. Yes. Mm-hmm. And then if the direction is left and currently the current value is not 0 and the current value is smaller than steps, then increase the answer. Yes, that is correct. No problem with that. Yes, because steps is smaller. Steps is the now the remainder, and yes, step is now the remainder, and current is not equal to 0. So we are not counting if current is 0 and step turns out to be something non-zero. Right. Yep. So that is correct. And then here, if current is not equal to 0, yes, current current could actually be equal to 0 here. Yep, because the maximum value that steps can have here is 99. Yeah, so we don't have to check for this. Current plus steps is greater than 100. Yes, 100 means we are landing at 0. We don't want to count the time when we are landing at 0 because that will be accounted for here. So current plus steps, if that is greater than 100, then increase the answer by 1. Wait, maybe we are not landing at the correct step. Yes, we are not landing at the correct step somehow. Shit, okay. We are, even though we are taking remainder with the 100. How can the remainder be negative? How can the remainder be negative? Huh? Node. Okay. We will do console.log minus 2 remainder with 10. That should be 8. But we see minus 2. That is messed up. Control D. Okay, shit. So C++ does this automatically, but here it is not happening. So we will have to add 100 manually. Now we should be okay, and we are okay. Answer turns out to be 6, which is the correct answer. Yes, which is the correct answer. Let's So this, and the actual answer is 6,599. Maybe 6,599. Let's go. Okay, 6,599. Okay. JavaScript. Let's see. Cool problem. Yep. Right now, streaming, there is a new guy who's doing errand of code in Bash. Maybe I should also focus on DSA and stuff. Shit. Bash. I also thought maybe that 5174, I should add Bash to this, but that would have been too much work because, yeah, that would have been too much work. Shit. We can read files in Bash. I don't know if there are more complicated data structures in Bash other than just simple environment variables. Yeah, that's why I didn't add Bash to this. Bash is too crazy. That is the right answer. You are one golden star closer to decorating the North Pole. There we go. We did the day one, so that is cool. And that took about 1 hour. Yeah, shit. Okay. So that is cool. That is cool. We did day one, and tomorrow will be day two. Wrong input. Spin it again. Spin it for me, please. Okay. So you're writing code in a language according to spinner load. Yep. According to the spinner. 5174. And this spinner was made not by me, of course. This was by anti-gravity. I'm not that smart, not that good in web development right now. C++. Spin. Shit, we can start betting on this. Uh, let's take a few bets. What will this land on? These are your options. You have 6 options. Let's see. There are cool problems you are going to solve. CF, yes. Python, okay. One bet is here on the table. Python. I would go for Lua. Let's see. I would go for Lua. Okay. Python and Lua, those are the two bets, and bets are now closing. Python or Lua. Okay, I guess there is no victor. CPP. CPP, let's go. Bro is a prophet, I guess. Muad'Dib. And yeah, that was it for today. Nope. Shit, I messed up. I messed up. I messed up. The format should have been uh, two files, one file for part one and one file for part two, but I messed up and I wrote the both the codes in the same file. Part2.js, paste this whole thing here. Part one, remove, keep it there, and yeah, that is the code for part one. That is the code for part one. Cool. And this is on GitHub, so that is also cool. Did day one and git push origin 2025, and yep. And the thing that I like about how I've arranged this GitHub repo is this. Look at this. The branches are the years. So that is cool. This is the latest one. We did this now. D1, let's go. Part one and part two. So yeah, the branches are the years, and this just cool. This is really cool. Branches are the years. Next problem available already? Nope. It will be tomorrow. Well, I will stream in evening. Okay, I will be watching it. I will be watching you. Big Brother is watching, and Big Brother, I'm not saying I am Big Brother. Big Brother is this guy, Big Brother, fictional character. No, I think I'll be tomorrow. It will be tomorrow. What? Yes, it will be tomorrow. Hopefully, I can solve this. My DSA skill is not that good, but I'll try. Shit. This one is normal. This one is like, yeah, pretty normal question. Yeah, that would be it for today. And before ending the stream, there is one thing that I would like to say, that I want to make a double pendulum simulation in C++ at some point. Doing it in C++ to challenge myself. Let's go. Python person going to C++. Uh, Double pendulum simulation. Lagrangian. Yes. Yes, a double pendulum simulation. I have not looked up how to calculate the whole thing, but yes, I will be doing a stream in at some point where I'll, yeah, we will make this double pendulum, and that will be cool. Double shit. This one is in 3 dimensions? No, no, it just looks like it is in 3 dimensions. It is. Yep, shit, that is cool. This guy has sliders for gravity, mass, and dampening. Dampening, I think, is the like how much energy is going out of the system. So that is also cool. Yep. Length 1 and length 2. And we cannot do this using Newtonian mechanics because literally it is very difficult. Solve. No, now I'll be ending the stream, but check CF round 1. Just 1 second. My phone is going to die. Yep. Round 125, C1. Code 4 says Omnic, Tourist, and Radevush. 1025. Yep, 1025. 1025C. Shit, I did one question of this thing in May. Shit, it was the C. Yeah, you shit. Okay, yeah. Is this one? Yo, goat, my goat, tourist. Let's go. BenQ, BenQ monitors are good. Shit, was it this one? I don't remember. 2109. Yo, shit. Yes, 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 yes. I kind of remember this, and I messed this up quite a few times. Yes, I did mess this up quite a few times. Yeah, and I think I did this on stream. Yes, I did this question on stream. So that was cool. Yeah, this was interactive, and yep, I didn't read the this thing properly. Yeah, this was a good question. This was a good question. I don't remember the specifics, but yeah, this one was a good question. C2, C3, their solution is also cool. Wait, there is C3, medium version, hard version. Shit. C3, hard version. Okay, there was a problem with the problem. You have to make x equal to n using at most 4 commands. Wait, 4? 7 was good. I think, x becomes equal to res. Yeah, I think we made a whole table in Excalibur when we were doing this, and we were like halving, making x equal to half of its value and half and half and half and half or something like that. And then at the end, we ended up making the two numbers equal to each other. But how can we do this in 4 steps? 4 is crazy. And I suppose all of the restrictions are same, only the number of commands has changed. That is crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. And C3 fn commands. Okay, fn is something. Fn be the in the minimum thing possible. Okay, in the minimum number of commands possible, whatever that might be, and I guess that will be either equal to or smaller than 4. Okay, okay, that is a good question. That is good. For with 7, yes, we can do this in 7, but yeah, with 4 commands, that is crazy. 4 commands is crazy. We did it 2 times, I guess. Then did add -8, -4, -2, -1 to make it equal to 1. Then add n-1 to it. And C2 trick is related to mul9, multiply by 9. Okay, I will like look into this. And it is 11:37. I will also have to go at some. I have to go at some place, and that is messy. Yes, double pendulum. Double pendulum will be crazy. Lagrangian, Emmy-Noether. And yep, that would be the end. That would be the end of today's stream. And thank you for being here. And I will stream tomorrow also for Advent of Code. And bye. Thank you for being here.